We're coming to the end of the Sword and Shield era, and today I'll be going through all the sets and ranking them from worst to best. Which ones are going to be right at the top, which ones are going to be trash. Let's get into it. Alright, so we have the tier list. So we got amazing set and we got trash set. So we're going to be starting off with Sword and Shield base. So Sword and Shield base is an interesting one. It is the first set, of course, of the Sword and Shield era. Right, let's take a look at this set. Of course, you've got the introduction of the V cards in this set. And there's nothing that's like stupidly, crazily expensive. But there are some pretty cool artworks in this set nonetheless. It is a base set, so I don't expect it to be the most exciting thing, of course. But there are some pretty cool artworks, like I say. There's not really a huge amount of iconic Pokemon in this set. Of course, you've got Zacian and Zamazenta for the base set to introduce them. And then we have the full arts. I mean, some of the full arts are pretty cool. I mean, the Lapras is a pretty cool one. I do like Lapras right there. You know, we've got Snorlax as well. Big fan favorite. People like Snorlax. We've got Zacian and Zamazenta. These are the full arts. Nothing too crazy. Don't forget, there's no arts in the set. We've got the full art trainers as well. Marnie is the most expensive card in the set. You know, we're looking around, you know, $50-$60 for the Marnie. Then we have a bunch of rainbows. VMAXs in here. We've got the Lapras VMAX, which is actually one of my favorites. I absolutely love this card. It just looks awesome. And, you know, some pretty cool cards. You know, there's some pretty cool ones. I mean, you've got the Gold Zacian and Zamazenta as well coming in. Zamazenta is actually my favorite over Zacian. I do prefer Zamazenta indeed. You know, you've got some other cool rainbows. So overall, you know, it's not too bad. Is it the most exciting? There's no subset, you know, no trainer gallery, no glaring gallery or anything like that. Pull rates are really tough for this set as well. You know, the overall value for your money when you crack this open is really not worth it. You know, that Marnie is not the most exciting card. The rest of the cards in the set are kind of weak. Not many huge fan favorites. I'm going to have to put Sword and Shield, starting off really bad. I'm going to have to put it in trash. I'm going to have to put it in trash. It just isn't, it just doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't do it. But then we have Rebel Clash, which is nicknamed Rebel Trash. So already that's not really helping this out much. So let's take a look at this set. So it's 192 cards plus 17 secret rares. Again, no subset in this, you know, no alt arts or anything like that. So very similar to Sword and Shield base. Now, big Pokemon, you know, really popular ones. There isn't really many in Rebel Clash, unfortunately, for Rebel Clash indeed. So we've got some really, you know, some nice looking full arts. Ninetales is my favorite looking full art. It is a gorgeous looking card. But then we're getting into the trainers. We don't have any big iconic trainers either. Not really. You know, no Marnie as we saw the last one or anything like that. So the big trainer cards aren't that big. I think Boss's Orders is the most expensive card in the set. Here, as we can see here, it's like $30, which is you know, quite concerning. And then we've got a bunch of rainbows, of course, from this set as well. Again, not many big cards to bring people in. We take a look at the gold cards as well. We've got the Galarian Berserker. Okay, cool. Frostmoth. Again, not huge cards. You know, not the greatest. But I can kind of see why it's called Rebel Trash. Pull rates are trash. You know, not many great cards in it. Not many good value. I'm going to have to put it worse than Sword and Shield base. I do feel like it's worse than Sword and Shield base. Rebel Clash, unfortunately, is trash. Right, we're into Darkness Ablaze now. Now, Darkness Ablaze is an interesting one because we had the Charizard VMAX. Now, that was a big card, big chase card when the set came out. Quite expensive at the time. But then the set kind of just died down. It died down quite a bit. And, you know, Charizard is the biggest card in the set. You know, looking at the set, I genuinely thought that the Charizard would carry this. I genuinely thought that this Charizard VMAX would carry the set because Charizard, right? It's so iconic, it's the fan favorite, and it really hasn't. So we're sitting here looking around $35 to $40 for the Charizard, and that's not really interesting. I mean, you've got the Charizard V as well, but for a VMAX to be the biggest card in a set is not looking good at all. It really isn't. Take a look at some of the other cards in this set. You've got a couple of other VMAXs. Again, no trainer gallery, no subset. We have, you know, weaker pull rates. We also don't have any alt arts at this point still. It's, you're heavily relying on the rainbow cards. It's heavily relying on the gold cards. And there's no real value in here. There's no real value of these cards. No real big chase cards apart from that Charizard. Pretty weak trainers all around. I mean, you know, we click on Rose as an example. We're looking at $2, you know, so yeah, it's not very good whatsoever. You know, Butterfree, Rainbow Butterfree, you know, we're looking at 4. Again, just really weak. So overall, I do feel like Darkness Ablaze is pretty bad. Okay, now is it worse than Rebel Clash? I mean, probably not, mainly because it does have a Charizard. I would probably put it in the middle. I would put it in the middle between the two. I would say it's worse than Sword and Shield base, but I would say it's better than Rebel Clash. Alright, Champion's Path. Now, Champion's Path does have 2 things going for it, and that is the two big, massive Charizards. When we look at this set is a small set. It is a specialist set, you know, a holiday set. Doesn't have booster boxes, only ETBs. And, you know, you do get a guaranteed holo in every pack, which is pretty fun to open. So that is pretty cool to see. But let's take a look at some of these cards. So the big card of the set is this Charizard. It is a huge Charizard. It's very good value. You know, holding very strong. So that is one big card. Another big one is the shiny Charizard as well. These are the two big hitters. These are the reasons why you open Champions Path. In fact, they're the only reasons why, because the rest of the set is just awful. Pull rates aren't the greatest, even though it's a specialist set. You know, it doesn't really have a subset either. This is not the best set ever to open, I must say. You know, we pick another rainbow. I know God of War, which is usually a fan favorite. You're looking around $9, $10. And that's the next most expensive card in the set. Really, really poor. Not many full arts either. Yeah, overall, it is pretty weak. However, it does have those two big Charizards. So I would probably put Champions Path in low weak. It would be trash if it didn't have the Charizards in it. Like, it would probably be the worst set. I'll put it in weak. Then we have Vivid Voyage. Now, Vivid Voyage is an interesting one. Vivid Voyage was my most favorite set on return to the hobby. Here we've got the big Rainbow Chonkachu. And, you know, looking at the set, again, big set, over 200 cards in this set. Again, it had no alt arts, but it did have a subset. It did have a subset which contained amazing rares. You got the amazing rare Raikou. This is really cool. One thing I did like about this set was because it had this awesome, you know, awesome subset. You know, like I said, the Raikou, you got Zacian as well. You know, they're not the most expensive cards, but they give you that additional hit. They make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more exciting to open these packs up, rather than not having them at all. I mean, look at the amazing rare Rayquaza. These are beautiful, stunning cards, and I do really rate them. And they kind of just didn't really do much with it, which is a bit of a shame. Let's take a look. You know, you got a bunch of full art Vs. You know, full art Pikachu was a big one, big hit, you know, to get back in the day. And then, of course, the real hunt is for the Pikachu Rainbow VMAX. This card's so hard to find. You know, it's very, very tough, but it's such an expensive card and a very iconic card as well. And, you know, you got a couple of nice little full art trainers there. Your gold cards aren't that exciting, but the rainbow trainers are quite nice, and there's a few others. So, you know, it does have a subset. You know, it does have that big Chonkachu. However, I would put it in probably high weak. It's not quite an average set. It is pretty, you know, middle of the road. Even though it does have the amazing rares, the pull rates aren't still the greatest. And if you don't pull that Pikachu, the rest of the set's kind of meh, so I would say it's kind of overall weak. Alright, next up, Shining Fates. Now, Shining Fates I kept going on about for the longest time. Shining Fates is amazing, Shining Fates is amazing, and, you know, at the time it was. And then it got printed into Oblivion, but how good is the set to open? How fun is it? So, it is a small set, again, similar to Champions Path, because it does have the, you know, because it is a holiday set, you know. So, let's get into it. So, you have amazing rares in here, similar you had to Vivid Voltage, with the amazing rares like the amazing rare Reshiram. You have the Kyogre is another one that you could pull, so that's quite cool. You do have a subset in here, quite a massive one in the shiny gallery. So overall, this set has a ton of cards, like so many baby shinies. I mean, look at all these. There are so many baby shinies in this set. It would take forever to pull them all. It's not the easiest to pull these either, and there's so many. And full art shinies, there isn't a huge amount. You take a look at Hidden Fates compared to Shining Fates. Hidden Fates has far less shinies overall, but more full arts, and that's why, in my opinion, it is a stronger set. But Shining Fates does have the Charizard. You know, big card to get. I do have it as one of my favorite all-time Charizard cards, so has a personal place in my heart. But overall, the rest of the set is kind of meh. The rest of the set is kind of weak. You got the crazy shiny Ditto VMAX there coming in. But apart from that, you know, a lot of baby shinies, not that great. You know, it's kind of dilutes the set a little. But it does have a subset, and, you know, it is quite fun to open, even though the value isn't necessarily there. So for me, I would say Shining Fates. I would say Shining Fates is a weak set that's better than Vivid Voltage. Only because, I guess it doesn't have the most expensive card, like it's not more expensive than Vivid Voltage in that Chonkachu, but it's just more fun to open, right? Next, we have Battle Styles. Now, Battle Styles, I have a master set of. I actually really like Battle Styles, and I liked it when it first came out. I opened up a lot of Battle Styles and actually had great fun. Now, I must say, pull rates are really bad in this set. However, it did bring in alternate art. Let's take a look at the set of Battle Styles. Like I say, it did bring in alt arts, no subset still. So it does heavily rely on, you know, pretty bad pull rates. You've got some okay Vs and some okay looking VMAXs. You've got loads of Urshifus in this set. However, what this set does have, like I say, is the alternate arts. And it has quite a few. You know, we have, what, 1, 2, 3. You've got, what, 3, 4 alt arts. So you do have quite a few alt arts in this set. Like I say, it's the first one. In fact, no, you have 5. So you have the Tyranitar coming in, is the most expensive card in the set. Love this card. I do have it in my collection. And the chase was on for this Tyranitar when I was opening up this set when the set first came out. But yeah, you have like, what, like 5, 6 looking, you know, nice looking alt arts. Some nice golds. Houndoom, Gold Houndoom. I love this card. I have that in my collection. Really, really nice. Like I said, I got a master set of this. Really nice looking rainbows as well. Again, they're not the most, you know, expensive, most valuable. And, you know, some okay looking trainer cards. But mainly it's the alt arts. You know, the alt arts coming in pretty good there with the Empoleon V as well. So this was the first set to really introduce these awesome looking art cards. So where would I rank it? I would actually put Battle Stars in low average because it has, you know, even though the pull rate's on the greatest, it does have that alt arts. And the alt arts for me really do push this set a little bit higher than some of the others. Next we have Chilling Rain, aka Chilling Pain. Now when Chilling Rain first came out, it was a set where the pull rates were tough. I mean, the pull rate's still tough. Print run wasn't great. The quality of printing in the first print run wasn't good either. However, that doesn't take away from how amazing the art is in this set, how amazing, you know, all of the alt arts are. I mean, there's so many alt arts, and we're going to take a look at that right now. So this set, like I say, doesn't have a subset. Pull rates are tough. You have to accept that. These are the older Sword and Shield era sets, and it does kind of make it, you know, a little bit weaker. It does have the legendary birds. It has quite a few fan favorite Pokemon in here as well, compared to some of the other sets, you know, that we've seen previous. But the main thing indeed is the alt arts. This set has so many. I think it's like 13 in total. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, we got the Zora VO art, which I absolutely love this card. Really, really cool. You know, the value of the cards are actually going up if you do get these big top heavy hitters. Galarian Articuno V, my favorite Pokemon card in the set. Absolutely stunning. My favorite Pokemon in general is Articuno, so I'm really happy. Then you got the Zapdos as well. The alt art. It's just, these cards, guys, are just beautiful. They really, really are. I've always been going on about Chilling Rain, how great Chilling Rain is. And again, you've got some nice cool full art trainers that people like. You've got a nice decent amount of rainbows and a decent amount of gold cards. Gold Snorlax as well. You've got gold energies. They just really ramped it up in Chilling Rain. It is a large set, but it is a gorgeous one. So I would actually put Chilling Rain in strong. I think Chilling Rain's really good. I think if it had a subset, then it would be an amazing set. But I feel like because it doesn't and the pull rates are pretty bad, for me, I would say it's a strong one. Okay, now we're getting to Evolving Skies. I'm just going to say it now. This is automatically an amazing set. You know, this set is absolutely crazy. The cards in here are incredible. You know, let's take a look at the list of Evolving Skies. So many fan favorites, right? Evolutions, all of them pretty much, except Espeon, which is a bit odd. But then, you know, Rayquaza as well. We've got Dragonite in here. It's a huge set. Pull rates are really tough. No subset either, so that does make it a little bit weaker, but we can't take away how amazing that set really is, right? We're looking at all of these. I mean, it does have Espeon, but not the VMAX art. So you got the Espeon VO art. You know, you have the big, you know, the big hitters as well in the alt art Umbreon VMAX. I mean, just God is absolutely beautiful and stunning. And you got the Rayquaza alt art VMAX as well. The prices and values of these cards, if you do hit big, you do well. Booster boxes are so expensive. It's crazy, but if you can find this at retail and open packs and get these cards. Oh, Sylveon, oh, beautiful, my favorite card in the set. Just stunning. This set just delivers pretty much across the board. You know, you do have some nice looking trainer cards as well. Gold cards are a bit weak in this set, but it's mainly the alt arts. That's what pushes this set to new heights, is the alt art. I mean, you got the alt art Dragonite as well. Yeah, one of the best sets, you know, pretty much ever. And then we have Celebrations. So Celebrations came after. Celebrations was huge, big fan favorite. People loved opening up Celebrations. For me, I do feel like Celebrations is a really fun set to open. Good pull rates. You know, you do get a good amount of stuff in those ETBs. What did you get in the set? Well, it had a classic collection, loads of iconic. This is what I mean. You did have fan favorites. This set has the OGs, right? We have the OG Charizard. We've got so many different Pikachus. I mean, they even extended the art of the OG Pikachu art. Stuff like that. Really cool. Surfing Pikachu's back. Flying Pikachu. All that sort of stuff. So big fan favorites. And then you have the Gold Mew, which is a beautiful card. Then you have the Classic Collection, which is iconic cards, you know, kind of reprinted in this set. OG Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise. You just can't beat them, guys. You just can't beat it. Birthday Pikachu as well. Umbreon. You've got the Mew, the Shining Magikarp, Rayquaza, Mewtwo. There's just so many, you know, and you do get good pull rates. You know, really good pull rates. Is a specialist set. Loads of iconic cards. It's just really nice. So where would I rate it? I mean, it's fun to open. It has a lot of iconic cards. You know, I would actually put Celebrations at an amazing set. You know, underneath Evolving Skies, but it is an amazing set. It is really good fun, and I had great fun, and people, I know a lot of people really enjoyed opening it, and I think it's really good. Next up, we have Fusion Strike. Now, Fusion Strike is an interesting one. It was a set that people didn't really care about that much. I must say, I didn't when it came out. I didn't even open up any Fusion Strike for months. You know, it did come off of, you know, the back of the success of Evolving Skies, Celebrations. They just announced Brilliant Stars. You know, people were just like, Fusion Strike, whatever. There's some really nice cards in it though. Now, this is a huge set. Huge. I think this is the largest set in the Sword and Shield era. Portraits are tough because it's such a large set. It makes it very difficult. There's no subset in this either. It makes it extremely difficult. However, the artwork is very, very nice in Fusion Strike. There are a ton of beautiful, stunning looking cards pretty much across the board in this set. And I do like that. And it really does focus on Mew. Of course, you've got Mew V there, Mew V Max. It does focus on them. And you've got some really nice big chase alt art, you know, that you really want to get stuck into. And some really nice full arts as well. You know, we have the gorgeous looking full art Mew V, and I think for a full art, this is just a really nice looking card. Then we also have the arts as well. So we got the Mew V alternate art, which is again a really, really nice card. Now the big stuff that everybody is chasing in this set is of course the alt art Espeon. This is the one missing from Evolving Skies. And then we have the Gengar alt art V Max, big fan favorite coming in. If you love, you know, Psychic Pokemon and that, this is really good. Rainbows are okay, not the greatest. Same with the, you know, gold cards. They're average. You know, full arts are pretty nice. Like I say, that Mew's really nice as well. The Bolton V is a nice full art. Sandaconda's quite a nice alternate art as well. We've got the Greedy Greedon coming in. There's quite a few nice looking alt arts. You know, nice Rainbow, Mew, you know, Rainbow right there. Mew V Max Rainbow. So overall, I do feel like Fusion Strike does have some really big pulls that you can get. It is quite fun to open. No subset though. I would probably put Fusion Strike at strong but weaker than Chin and Rain. It is a strong set. Like I say, it does have some big fan favorites. And, you know, does have some beautiful artwork in the set. But it's not as good as Chin and Rain, in my opinion. Alright, so then we have Brilliant Stars. I love Brilliant Stars so much. You know, it's just a stacked set. I've been saying it since its release. This set is backed with cards again. Now, you've got the Trainer Gallery. So this brought in the Trainer Gallery, a subset, which made it way more fun. So in the main set of Brilliant Stars, you do have 5 different Charizards. I know, it's just crazy. You got Arceus as well, which is another fan favorite. You have the Legendary Birds in gold as well. Let's take a look. The Alt Art Charizard is the big ticket, is the big card. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Luminon V is actually my favorite card in the set. I just love the artwork. I just think it just looks really, really nice. You know, and you do have Arceus as well, of course. Loads of different Charizards. Like I say, you got the Legendary Birds. There's, of course, the Arceus. So pretty cool right there. And then, yeah, you got the Gold Legendary Birds, which I think is awesome. You know, the fact is that these are in the set as well. The Moltres really does, you know, jump out. And on top of that, you got the V-Stars. Now, we saw stuff like the Gold Arceus V-Star, which I really like. I think that's a beautiful looking gold card. Then we have the Rainbows as well. You got the Rainbow Charizard V-Star. It's just absolutely crazy. Then you have the Trainer Gallery. Now, Trainer Gallery made it more fun. You had Evolutions in here. Things like the Flareon, the Vaporeon, you know, Jolteon. So you had some big cards. But then you had the VMAX versions and the Vs. We've got the Vs, Sylveon V. Sylveon's one of my favorite Pokemon. Really nice. You have the VMAXs. You know, you got the Umbreon V. Yeah, like I say, Umbreon VMAX coming in. Big cards. Fan favorites across the board. People really enjoyed opening this set, and so did I. So where would I put Brilliant Stars? I would say, in my opinion, that Brilliant Stars is amazing. I think it's better than Celebrations, not as good as Evolving Skies. I do feel like Evolving Skies is very, very good, but I just, you know, think that unfortunately Brilliant Stars just doesn't have those real big awesome cards like Evolving Skies has. So Brilliant Stars is overall a pretty good one. Then we have Astral Radiance. Now, Astral Radiance, again, has a subset in the Trainer Gallery, has some nice artworks, and a pretty decent Trainer Gallery as well. Let's take a look at the main set of Astral Radiance. So, to standout cards in the main set, we have the Radiance, of course, with the Radiant Greninjas, so a nice little thing you can get in that subset slot, which is quite nice to have. The big cards is the Dialga and the Palkia. Now, these are based on the Pokemon Legends Arceus game, and, you know, they're nice. I like the artwork of the Origin Form Dialga. I think that's really beautiful. Nice colours, pretty simple as well. And you've got cards like the Hisuian Sneasler. So really nice artwork. You know, the alt arts especially, in my opinion, I do feel like they're pretty strong. And I do feel like they're really, really nice on top of all the other cards that you can get in the set. The Machamp is the big ticket card to get. I'm not a huge fan of the artwork, but I do know a lot of people appreciate it and really like it. And same goes for the alt art Palkia. That is a pretty interesting card as well, with the interesting art. But yeah, I do feel like there's some good fan favorites in here. You know, we got the alt art Beedrill, which is, you know, beautiful, stunning card as well. So yeah, there's some nice alt arts in here. And then we have the trainer gallery as well, similar. We had the Brilliant Stars. I just don't feel like Astral Radiance has that many, you know, big cards. I mean, you got the legendary bird, so I can't take that away from it. I do feel like that's really cool. Then you also have Garchomp with Cynthia, which is again a really nice iconic card right there. So it does have some nice ones in the trainer gallery, but for me, it just doesn't do it as much as Brilliant Stars. So I would say Astral Radiance, it does have a subset. I would say it's above average. I would say it's not quite strong, but I would say average. Trainer gallery does help, but overall it's kind of a weakish set. Not really that many just incredible cards in it. Pull rates are good, but I do think it's slightly above average. I feel like if there's quite a few more, like maybe iconic Pokemon in there, and I have had a little bit of stronger training gallery, then I'll make it strong. But I would say it's above average. Definitely better than Battle Stars. Then we're coming to Pokemon Go. Now, I've said quite a lot of times that I think Pokemon Go came out way too late. You know, it does have an iconic Pokemon and focus a lot on Dragonite and Mewtwo, which are obviously two fan favorites. However, you know, it is a specialist set, holiday set. Pull rates aren't the greatest from this set either. But let's take a look. So you do get some, you know, nice cards with the Radiant Charizards. They brought in quite a lot of Radiance. All the OGs coming in. Radiant Charizard was a really cool one. You know, you also have the Radiant Blastoise. Although I kind of feel like these would be really nice, and you know, the Radiant Venusaur, if these were full arts rather than just the normal basic cards. But, you know, I can't take away from it. You know, loads of Mewtwo's. If you're a big fan of Mewtwo, you know, Mewtwo is everywhere pretty much in this set. You know, you've got the alt art Mewtwo coming in, which is a nice card as well. And of course, you know, you have a lot of Dragonites. It's weird there was no alt art Dragonite. You know, they have a lot of Dragonites in here. You've got full art Dragonite, you got the Rainbow Dragonite V-Star, but no alt arts. You know, there was an alt art in Evolving Skies, but not in this set, so kind of odd. Full arts though, I mean, they're okay. I mean, Conkeldurr V art is pretty poor in my opinion. So, I mean, is that enough really to make this set good? No. So I would have to put Pokemon Go, I would say it in trash. I would say it's better than Sword and Shield base, but it is a trash set. It's not as good as Champions Path, because Champions Path does have 2 big hitters, but I do think Pokemon Go is unfortunately not very good. So then we're on to Lost Origin. Now, Lost Origin has some real big hitters. Giratina, Aerodactyl, and it has a very strong trainer gallery. So we're back with the trainer gallery. So let's look at the main set. So, you know, nice artwork. You know, in this set, you do have a couple of Radiants, of course, which they kept bringing into the different sets. At this point, loads of Giratinas. So if Giratina is your favorite, then you can love it. Like I say, there's some nice, you know, full arts, gorgeous looking alt arts. Aerodactyl alt art V, beautiful card. Absolutely love it. You know, alt art Giratina, huge card, worth an absolute ton of money right now. But it is a really cool big chase card, so you got that in the set as well. Rotom V is a nice alt art, I must say. It's quite nice. You've got Galarian Berserker V, so some nice alt arts. Rainbows as well. You've got some nice rainbow trainers, and you've got some really cool looking trainers as well. You know, so that does do well. And nice gold. You know, gold. I always say gold V stars really do it for me. Giratina Gold Star, V Star, very, very nice. Then moving on to the trainer gallery. I think this has the most strongest trainer gallery out of all of them. You know, we have the Sleeping Pikachu, which I think is absolutely adorable. You have Gengar in here as well. And then you go into the Vs and the VMAXs, right? We have Red and Pikachu, which I think is a beautiful card. Big fan favorite there. And then you have the Chonkachu. We have the Chonkachu VMAX with Red, and I just think that's an amazing trainer gallery card. And overall, I just think really, really nice. Nessa as well, big fan favorite. So there's some really nice trainer gallery cards. You know, I would say, actually, I'll probably say it's probably on par with Brilliant Stars at that level, but Giratina is good. So for me, I would put Lost Origin. I would probably say it's better than Chill and Rain. I would say it's strong, but I wouldn't say amazing. Good trainer gallery. Is fun to open. Pull rates are pretty decent. You know, even though Chill and Rain has a lot more alt arts and in my opinion nicer alt arts, it's not as fun to open as a set like Lost Origin because it doesn't have any subsets. So for me, I kind of feel like Lost Origin has some incredible gorgeous looking cards which make it good but not quite as good as Brilliant Stars. Alright, Silver Tempest, coming to the last two now. Silver Tempest, again, trainer gallery, you know, you have that subset, so it is fun to open and to crack packs. Has some really, really nice cards in it. Let's take a look here. So you have the big card Lugia. If you love Lugia like me, then Silver Tempest is the one for you. You also have a ton of unknowns in this set. Some nice V-Stars, some nice Vs. You've got a few Radiants again. I mean, even just the artwork, like Lugia V, like just normal art, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Then we go into the V, like the full arts and the alt arts. We've got the Alphabet Soup Unknown. I think that's an awesome looking alt art. I think that's really cool, really unique. And they did a fantastic job of that, actually. Then you got the Lugia V alt art. This is a beautiful alt art. Big card. When they announced that they were going to do a Lugia V alt art, I was super excited. But yeah, very, very cool indeed. And you got some nice looking rainbows. Like I say, you got some nice, you know, Lugia cards left, right, and center of this set. You got the rainbow, I think the rainbow V-Stars and the gold V-Stars really, really do it for me, you know. You got the Lugia as well. Love the colors of the gold Lugia V-Star. Really, really nice. And then moving into the trainer gallery, again, you got some fan favorites. You got the big Rayquaza. That's a big VMAX card, you know, trainer gallery card to get for any set. And Blaziken as well. People do like Blaziken, you know, so that's a nice one. You got, of course, the Friends in Gala, which I do know some people like to get hold of as well. But yeah, the trainer gallery, it's an okay one. It's not quite as good as some of the other sets. It's not quite as good as a set like Lost Origin in that. And, you know, the alt arts, they're okay. But in my opinion, I would put Silver Tempest. I would probably say it's worse than Chill and Rain. I would say it's worse than Chill and Rain. You know, even though it does have that subset, even though it is amazing, I would say Chill and Rain's better, in my opinion, for me. Then we're on to Kranziniff, which is the final set of the Sword and Shield era. It's not a normal set, it's a holiday set, so ETBs only. Pull rates are incredible. Artwork's incredible. Overall, it's just an absolute banger of a set to open. So looking at the main set, I mean, there's a few reprints in here from previous different sets, like the Charizard V from Brilliant Stars and things like that. But then you also have new artworks of a Charizard V-Star. You also have new artworks of a Radiant Charizard, similar to what you had in Pokemon Go. This set does have quite a few reprints of a few iconic Pokemon, of course. You know, you've got Rayquaza in the set as well, Rayquaza V, two different, you know, versions of the VMAX and things like that, which is pretty cool. And then also in the main set, you have this gorgeous looking Pikachu card. I love it. It's really, really cool and, you know, very nice. And then you have the Galarian Gallery. This is where this set really excels. So this is a subset within the set. Pull rates are insane. I think it's like a hit nearly one every 3 packs, which is crazy. The Mew Galarian Gallery is one of my favorite cards in the set. I think it's absolutely adorable. And then you also have like Pikachu as well. You've got a few fan favorites, a few other starter Pokemon. You've got the legendary beasts in this set as well. You've got Entei, you know, you've got Suicune, which I love this card. I think it's absolutely stunning. You also have a few Eevee, you know, evolutions as well in the Leafeon and also the Glaceon in this set, which I think is amazing. So here's the Glaceon, gorgeous looking cards, you know, just amazing. Leafeon as well. We also got the big Mewtwo as well as one of the big cards in the set, fighting Charizard, just absolutely stunning. And then we have the gold V-Stars. These are the chase cards. So we've got Palkia, again, fan favorites from Astral Radiance. We got Dialga as well in these gorgeous looking gold V-Stars, really, really unique. And then we also have Giratina, which was a big card in Lost Origin. And then we have Arceus, which was another big card, of course, in Brilliant Stars. And this set really hits everywhere. So where would I put it? I would actually put it second. I would say it's not quite as good as Evolving Skies, but very, very close. It is more fun to open than Evolving Skies. It doesn't have as many, you know, big cards as I really like compared to Evolving Skies, because Evolving Skies alt arts are just next level. Kranziniff was very close, coming in second place, but I think a little bit extra stuff, maybe I could make it first, but that and Evolving Skies are fine out. But that's how I would rank these. Overall, I do feel they're pretty good, but they have changed over time as, you know, I've appreciated more sets, more so than others, and obviously we've had new inclusions of different sets getting released. So there you have it, guys. That is my tier list of the Sword and Shield era. Let me know down in the comments, how would you rank these? And do you have it different to me? Obviously, everyone's going to be different. But I do feel like, you know, Evolving Skies is the top dog. And Kranziniff is very close, up there with Brilliant Stars and the likes of Celebrations. And then at the bottom, we got Pokemon Go, Sword and Shield Base, Rebel Clash, and Dance and Blaze. You know, pretty poor sets in my opinion. So I'm hoping that Scarlet and Violet is going to come out of the gates really strong with this really strong base set, which is looking like it. I'm really interested to see what will happen in the long run. But speaking of Scarlet and Violet, if you want to see what my thoughts are of the set, then make sure to click on this video right here. And if you want to watch more Pokemon content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, that's it from me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys are legends, and I'll see you all in the next one.